So, a Gentile mind is all about sight. The Father has unsealed the books. And these books that are unsealed have no pictures. For the picture or the sight is seen unseen. And the Gentiles, in their errant, prideful, trifling, reprobate, and debaucherous way, they can't read a book without pictures. Without pictures. So now, since little Cesar Borgia has been beat down, it's shown to be something that he is not. Now that picture book that they have had for so long in their head is now destroyed. It becomes like, Paul Bunyan. Becomes something that it is, a school book. A book that they won't ban. A book that they won't burn. A book that they say, yeah, you can read. Along with these other reprobate books. But they want you to read, and see, that too is a sign. They want you to read their reprobate books and then ban and outlaw books that make sense. And it's so funny because this is history repeating itself. And this is not the first time. It's not the first time that the Gentiles have tried to reset themselves by destroying the truth. The books, the knowledge, wisdom. But this time, it is for naught. Because now, it is a change of situation, an exchange of situation, a change of situation that now has the Gentiles shook. Their whole being right now has been uprooted because what they used to believe is being shown to be false. And yet, because of their pride and their debaucherous desires, they feel they're fine. They're fine with it. And yet, in their complicitness of being fine with it, they're struggling because innately they know that there's a change. Innately, naturally. Even though they are unnatural. And they can see, it's like now, Paul told them, hey, don't be boasting, don't be talking crap, don't be acting like you're better than, don't be so cantankerous and so stiff-necked. Because, hey, like his people, he beat down and gave over to you. Don't believe for a second that you won't get double of it. So don't boast against the natural branches, because you could be cut off. They don't like to talk about these things of what the Gentiles do, but they love to pontificate about things that is sealed to them, things that are sealed to them, things that are open to them for them to see and acknowledge and get better at. They don't want to deal with. They would rather deal with these sealed books and get it all wrong. All these prophecies that they talking about are all wrong. All. It's an absolute, and there's not many. Life and death is one or two, but an absolute is that they get it all wrong. They get it all wrong. And the only reason why they had the ability to even recoup and reset back in the day by burning books, killing knowledge, destroying the truth, stopping the questions being asked, is because we were still having to be chastised. His people still had to go through chastisement. because he loved them. And this story of what was going on before the Gentiles were able to take hold, get a grip upon the scriptures, upon all the scriptures, but the sealed ones as well, they got it all wrong. They got it all wrong. And they're upset a little bit because they believe that, they believe that they can rule again. And, I feel kind of bad for all the BRICS nations, although I really don't. But I do have some empathy for them because they finally, too, got free under the yoke of the whore, right? So they, too, got free. They were able to get free of all the madness. And so right now, they're like, yo, I got free and, I want my turn. But their error is that they don't understand that their turn was collective. They had a collective turn. It wasn't an individual turn, it was a collective turn. The Gentiles. You got a turn, and it's your total turn. Oh, well, you let so-and-so roll for you? That's your turn. But the Father, being merciful as he is giving them even a chance to have a taste of rulership. At the end, the very end. At the very, very end, a taste of rulership. But as he is doing that, giving them their due, he also is giving his people due. This is where people go wrong as well. They think that, Jehovah's Witness and the Baptists and the Methodists and the Catholics, and they believe that they have some wisdom, but collectively they do not as well. They believe that they are his people. Well, collectively they are not as well. And for a long time, this misdiagnosed conceptualization of the people has been used or misused by the Gentiles to maintain their rule. That's why they created the little storybook. They had to paint their faces in there because their people at the time knew Israel was Negro. They knew this. But when they started ruling, they had to paint themselves as God so that they can go around and say, no, we are God. Well, wait, I just left Isaac's house, the tribe of Ishkar. I don't know. He don't look like this. And they go, well, what are you talking about? Do you not see me in this picture? And they go, yeah, we see you in the picture, but we know Isaac over here. And they go, nah, dead. Kill him. They go, kill him. Kill him. And that dude's dead. This is what they did during their turn. Instead of learning, being a team, instead of trying to be with the collective, trying to seek the Father, trying to treat the people the way that Christ, who they say they love, their Jesus, their Cesar Borgia, that they say they love, told them to act, which is what? Love the Father, seek the Father, and treat everyone the way you want to be treated. That's it. But what did they do? They were like, oh, hell to the nah. I'ma love this white Jesus that I create, this idol that I create, fight for, kill for, murder for, and I'm going to get mine. I'm certainly going to get mine. Shoot, you mean all I got to do is go over here and take this? They're not even going to really fight me. They're going to put up a fight, but that fight ain't really going to be about nothing. What? You mean I can go over here and subject these people and kill these people and take what they got? Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm all in. And they're out. But the catch was, but you'll be cursed if you destroy them all. You'll be cursed. And that cursing is double. They ain't want to listen. And now 500 years on, 400 years on, their descendants are struggling with that. They're burdened by that. Just like 500 years on, we were burdened by that, of which our forefathers did. I had nothing to do with that. It wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Well, how's it working out for you right now? I'm good. Okay. Well, good. All praises. All praises. If it's working out for you right now and you good with that, hey, who in the hell am I to stand in your way between you and the Most High? I am not that man. You take your own burden. Gentile, Israel, heathen, alike. Everyone take their own. Everyone be willing to take their own consequence. This is all it's about. Because if you ain't seeking the Father and treating people the way you want to be treated, then you can't even be in the you're not even in the contract. You are not under the contract, the covenant. You're just not. This isn't even rocket science anymore. Again, sealed. It was sealed to us, this information. The people. It was sealed to the people. Because that's what he said. And that had to be based on the sins of our fathers. But he's allowed us to reconcile with him under the contract that he made, knowing that this was all going to go down, that he made with Abraham for Abraham's people. And now there has to be some sort of understanding of the law of that contract. And the Father said there's only going to be a remnant of y'all that's going to have that understanding. It's not going to be all. It's not going to be all. It just won't. Because most of you are stiff-necked. Judean, Israel, Gentile, and heathen alike, stiff-necked. This is why we talk. This is why we fight. This is why we seek the Father. This is why 7 years ago we came into an understanding with the collective consciousness to understand that contract. Where a lot of us was dealing with fringes, they out here dealing with, the Esau, they over here dealing with the Gentiles, they over here fighting the heathen, they over here trying to debate, they over here trying to say, be puffed up, look at me, I know what I'm talking about, come follow me. Everybody was, but some of us was like, there's something else. And now, today, the collective of that remnant, of that initial awakening, has now come to fruition. Wisdom has set herself on her remnant. And he said, scarcely get in. That means that we're going to be tested too here at the end, all the way through. All the way through. So that's why these foolish Gentile Christians in there, once saved, always saved, I'm saved, blah, blah. That's why they got double, because they will never consider, because they are reprobate. They're reprobate. They still deal in idolatry. And when you have the eyes of the Father, you're not looking at it. You're not looking just in the physical with your two eyes. You're looking at the physical and the spiritual with all eyes and all senses. And you're feeling things before you see them, and you see them before they actually happen. That's our heritage. That's why he said, that's why he let the prophets be his people. Because the burden of seeing, the burden of being connected fully to the spiritual realm is also heavy. That's why it's got to be a pure, concise, truthful, you got to be clean. Because if you're not, it will crush you. That's the whole point of the devil, if you want to call him Satan, or the demons, is to get you purified. So that when you recognize this is a burden, you give that burden away so that you can go through the next, get to the next burden. Because this is all a test. And the beautiful thing is that the test that he gave us, the test that he gave us, we can overcome with him. We can overcome only by way of his light and his wisdom, because he's the one that can take the burden off, because he's the one who placed the burden. Our lives is not that difficult if you're just thankful. It's that yes, the foolish, rickety, trifling, reprobate, debaucherous, Gentile, and heathen has instigated a world of wickedness, as we know. The world was given into the hands of the wicked. But when you know the truth, it shall set you free. And what is the truth? The Father is the truth. He is real. If you don't consider the Father, and you don't, but yet you consider the Son, is that not? The Father said he is a jealous Elohim. I mean, and the stance that one will have to take to maintain the righteousness of their mindset through these times that are coming is one that's going to be sharp, has to be sharp. Sharp. That's why I said iron sharpens iron. It's got to be sharp. We got to sharpen each other. The remnant. Everybody else, and see, it's going to work itself out for what it is anyway. Whoever the remnant is, it ain't like I can say, you are. No. That's the Father. That's the whole issue. The whole issue is that the Father determines who his people are. We just interview, and it's a major interview for us. We just on this interview. And we interviewing with the Father every day, every moment of every day. And the Gentiles were like, yo, I ain't worried about that interview. I passed the interview. Shoo, I can do what I want. Well, wait, how did you get past the interview? Remember, I'm saved. The Cesar Borgia is my boss. But wait, the kill him. Destroy him. And take what he's got and bring it to me. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what happens. Yep. All because the Gentiles and the heathens no longer accept the interview for what it is. And whose it is. It's the Father's interview. It's not theirs. It's not Cesar Borgia's. So they can't sit around and determine and tell somebody, they can't tell somebody who their God is. They can't tell somebody who they are. They can't tell somebody what to think. They can't tell somebody who they are. They can't tell somebody how they think. All of this has changed. This is the exchange of situation. Because for a time, we were unable to do that very thing. And over time, they came to realize, these niggas, these nagas, they don't know what they're talking about. They're not even human. And you're going, wait, not human? And you're going, nope, not even human. You know what I mean? Come on, surely they're human. Kill them! Kill them! They think that these people are human. Kill them. You know? So, you know, this whole thing has got everybody in a trick bag. And this trick bag right now is got the Gentiles shook. They think that they are the corporate.
In 2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 9B. C for I-277, US 74 toward US 29, North Carolina 27.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. So we are now headed in the correct direction. We now have our Father to thank. Every day we have our Father to thank. Every day. And that's the beauty of being an Israelite. We think of those things in that regard. We think of, hey, all praises to the Father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob first. Whereas the Gentiles think of themselves. I did it. I'm the God. You're a God, son. Me. And as we continue down this road, watching the fall of the revived Roman Empire and the Gentiles, we don't have to be like them. Matter of fact, we don't even have to entertain them at all. If they won't listen, if they don't acknowledge, they dismiss, then we choose the same reaction. You what? Kick off the dust of your shoes and keep it moving. This is where we are in the time. And all of this has created an awakening of great joy. Great joy. So all praise to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom.